is the editor-in-chief of Breitbart and joins us now. Alex, good to see you. How sad that these broad conceptions that they all have about this young man are based on lies, and that the death of this young man probably came based on a lie, too.
Yeah, they all have blood on their hands, and then they're calling for unity. They call us Nazis. They call us fascists. They tried to kill Donald Trump on multiple times. They tried to kill Steve Scalise and all the Republicans. They attack Rand Paul. They attack so many of us. They post our names on Antifa websites and our addresses where our families sleep. What do they think is going to happen? Of course, eventually they were going to kill one of us. Unfortunately, it happened to be my good friend Charlie, who I met when he was a teenager and have been in touch with ever since. I'm in touch with Charlie on a daily basis. I'm a weekly guest, or I was, on his eponymous radio show, which took over the whole podcasting space. Charlie was a wonderful person. He's a wonderful man. He spent his free time reading the Bible, trying to reach people on campuses where no conservatives are even brave enough to go, and apparently for good reason, because Charlie was not kept safe. He should have been kept safe. What's the First Amendment worth in this country if you can't go and have a civil debate while he's sitting down wearing a T-shirt? He wasn't lecturing these kids. He was trying to speak with them about things that were important to them. That was his life's mission, to bring the values of God and the Bible and our founding documents to people who had never heard it before, because our academia has been taken over by the left. And then they want unity with us after they shoot him down and then say he's a Republican. Rob, is disgusting. And these people cannot be reasoned with anymore.
No.
We need to out all of them. They should be fired. The mass firings is amazing. It's a great grassroots nonviolent effort. And now we need to have a march on Washington on behalf of Charlie and against the Antifa fascist radicals.
You know, I thought that Stephen Miller's post on this was really good, because he basically just designated that these people are just the champions of everything that is bad, you know, and they hate everything good. They hate the family unit. They hate a prosperous country with strong families and individuals that, you know, are not bound by government but are free. They hate all of these things, and they champion everything that is decimating our country and tearing us apart is what they cheer for. What a toxic group of people that we have in this country, and there are so many of them. You know, I called them the broken toys before. I think that's a pretty accurate description of them. They look at everyone with hate and disgust. What started as probably envy has turned to just hate and disgust, and now and has turned to violence as well, as we see when they march into a church and start killing people, or a school and start killing people.
You know, I feel like there's something demonic happening in this country where you see people who go out there and they say that, oh, Charlie stood for hate, and while they're shooting him in the neck in front of his family, Charlie's the one who stood for hate. He's the one who is the oppressor. The victims are the ones who are stabbing the innocent Ukrainian refugees on the train. This is insanity. Exactly. That what's happening here. And I'll tell you, Rob, that it is this level of projection. We've exposed them on the left. They're announcing who they are. They're announcing they are for chaos and authoritarianism. Yeah. That's it. They want to hold us up with the barrel of a gun, and they want chaos. All those freaks you were playing on that amazing montage you played, they need to be called out now. They're all freaks, and we need to point this out, that what they stand for is not American values, is not freedom, it's not the First Amendment, it's not in God we trust. All the stuff this nation was founded on is being discarded in favor of this freak show.
It's terrifying, and you're right about that. And this young man threw his entire life away because he couldn't see through what is just generic talking points. How the hell do we beat Trump? I don't know, call him a fascist, something like that. And he just bought this hook, line, and sinker. And then he just went there with a rifle and killed him in front of 3,000 people. To me, is just what it was, a normal kid a few years before. You see the picture of someone growing up as a normal kid. And then it's this. It's so surreal. Alex, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you, Rob.